Good morning, guys. How is it going? I'm very sleepy, very sleepy, because I went to bed rather late yesterday, and now I have a kind of problems of going to bed rather late, because my live streams are rather late, and then I started to wake up at 9:30 Malaga time, and it's quite late when you have two kids. So, but today I woke up at 9, and already a good result, because soon my kids, not soon, but in less than 1 month, they are going to have their schools, and I will need to help them to wake up and to give them some breakfast. So now I need urgently to change my schedule. Otherwise, it will be very difficult. Tell me if you like the sound. Twist Italian, she writes me, Привет, in Russian, good to see you. Twist Italian, yesterday we had so many people. Tell me, how are you now? How did it finish, actually, the story? I didn't understand. Did you have any injection? How was it? Marshall Thompson, good morning, beautiful. Marshall, remind me, where are you from? It's not your first time here, yes? Or I see you for the first time because your name is very beautiful. Where are you from, guys? So today I woke up. I need to go to drug addiction center in 2 hours at 12:30 Malaga time. I have my meeting there with a psychiatrist. You probably will be surprised, but I will explain you now. I'm from Alaska. Hello, Alaska. I have too many questions to ask. Alaska, how is it going? How was your last meeting with Mr.'s presidents, both of them? How both of them? How did you feel about it? What do you think generally? Were you happy to accept them on your territory, or for you it was like no? Because I saw that some people were how to say that, I forgot. There were some protests. Some people were showing that they were not actually happy with that fact that criminal war criminal is in your territory. So I'm interested in your opinion. Vicky, hello, where are you from? I'm from India, and I'm from Spain. August Gray, good morning. Good morning, August Gray, where are you from? Yes, I had to have an IV also, yeah? To rehydrate. Yeah, it's like my son, so I had a consciousness OTW to the hospital, I think is what you refer to. What is OTV? What is this? Consciousness when you lose your mind. Yes, that is right. Because the last time yesterday there were too many messages. And by the way, too many trolls. I hope that they don't work in mornings. I hope that in mornings all trolls, they're sleeping. They have, like in the small baby beds, they're sleeping. And where are you from? From Spain and from Russia originally. On the way, so OTV, it's on the way. Sorry, it is abbreviated to make short. Okay, now I know. Thank you to tell me about it. Thank you because otherwise, without you, how will I learn English and all those words that you use? Sergey, I'm from Russia. Twisted tell, yeah, I already answered. Dino place. So, do you want to know how actually I appeared of being in a drug addiction center in Spain? But it's because of my depression and because of my horrible insomnia. And after I stopped taking my antidepressant pills, I still couldn't sleep, and I continued to take my pills for insomnia. And what is this? No, pretoriano, danillo, no entiendo. No entiendo. ¿Es español o italiano? You look okay. So, guys, what I wanted to say. And one day, because actually I visited my psychiatrist, and to have like these insomnia prescriptions, I used to pay every time 90 euro. And I'm tired to do that, and I had social security. And I decided to go to my normal hospital, to my family doctor, and to ask him to help me to prescribe those pills. But this doctor, she told me, oh, you should have an addiction, you should have like drug problems because you took them too long, and now you need to go to drug addiction center and to ask them and to talk with them and to ask them if you can take those pills or not. It was lorazepam and nactamide, but it's like the same group of medicines, and that's why my doctor was scared. And I wait there. It was like again, it was not an easy process because I was supposed to stay in queue, like in line, to wait for my first to appointment. And so this time I didn't have any recipes, I mean any prescriptions from my doctors. And I decided to go again to my normal private psychiatrist, and I described him the situation. I was honest with him. I told him that I wanted to go to a state hospital because I think that just to pay for one paper of lorazepam, which cost $1, it's not the point. Okay, maybe not 3 euros it cost. And so he was like, he was like very surprised, and he told me, Ksenia, I think that they would better think about alcohol and cigarettes that they have in their supermarkets, and not about such things when you need to sleep and when you take pills because you need to sleep and you have problems with insomnia. Hi, Olga. Yes, I'm Olga. Wow, that's messed me up. What did you mess up? I also had to take medications like that, but had to stop because it caused nightmares. I couldn't stop because on the opposite, I take several medications. That's why I sleep okay, but like in some combinations. So I I looked for a necessary combination. It took me quite a lot of time to have the right combination of such kind of pills to actually to sleep normally. That's why I was very nervous when they finished. I was like, I'm out of pills. And that's why my doctor said that it could be a drug addiction. So I went to this drug addiction, not a hospital, a center. And they told me that, of course, it's not a drug addiction because these are just sleeping pills. They offered me to work with them. They offered me to help me to overcome the daily evening stress, and that maybe I will be able to sleep without drugs after I will have my psychotherapy. And I said, okay, why not? I'm not against. I'm not against if you want to help me and if you want me to get rid of those pills. And if I will manage to sleep with them, of course, I don't need them. So it's just not like, my best desire to take sleeping pills and not to be capable to sleep without them. So I started to go there. It was in April, my first visit. I go there once a week, or in summer it's a little bit not so often. I think that I go there. The last time actually I was there was in July, in the beginning of July. So we had a break for 1 month, and So now I'm going to go back again. It's quite interesting. They say that I'm having like complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and yeah, I'm working on it. I'm trying to make new connections in my brains, new reactions on different life situations. I try to learn how to set boundaries, but we discussed it already with you here, and I try just to do my best to recreate a little bit my brain connections and my personality, in order to, again, to have different reactions and not to be so nervous, and not to be so nervous before I go to bed. So guys, I'm going to read your messages. I'm going to block some guys. Here I changed my language. Now my like my YouTube is in English, and that's why I'm a little bit lost here. So we have put user in timeout and hide user on this channel. Hide user, it means block, or it, because in Russian it was like block a user, and here it's not block. Oh, now I see your messages. The recovery programs really help. I was in a recovery program for alcohol. I got better from drinking alcohol. Marshall Thompson, I'm sure. Yes, I know a lot of people. I know even people at 20 years in heroin drug addiction. And they, one of them, he learned himself to be a doctor, like a psychologist in drug addiction, and now he has his own rehabilitation center in Montenegro, and he's 20 years experienced in taking like the most horrible drug, and now he's okay for many years. No, again, people who know, they know, if you are addicted, it's a problem. It's like a lifetime problem. You can't go there once and, or for example, for 1 month and to heal everything. No, you should know methods. First of all, you work in group, and then so you have help, or you go to rehabilitation center. Sometimes it takes 6 months like to for this treatment and for this program, to stop taking alcohol or drugs or any other things, and then you have to help yourself, and probably you have to visit those psychiatrists, psychologists also quite often, and you have to understand all the time that you have this thing. I have different, Marshall. I have no like drug addiction. I have emotional addiction. And this emotional addiction is also quite a horrible thing. When you are addicted from bad emotions, and you try to, every time you try to recreate it in your life, a kind of disaster, just to live through it again and again, and you tried to live through it differently, and your brain don't understand that it's not your fault. It's just not, the situation is not normal. And what brought you to this situation is not normal. And the main idea is to learn how to set boundaries, how not to go, how not to attract these situations, and how not to go to these situations by yourself. So that's what I'm doing now. That's what I learn now from life. You just wanted sleep. What do you mean? Did you write maybe something else? I continue to read your message. What is one of your motivations to succeed? What is? First of all, I want to express myself. I don't want to block myself inside. First of all, I want to bring to life my inner child, and I want to bring to life the gifts I was born with. So this is the most important thing in my life. And then secondly, I want to earn money with my gifts. Like not as a person who goes to job just because she or he needs to earn money daily and to work and to have a salary. No, I want, for me, it's like number one goal in my life is to give what I have deep in me, my gifts, my capacities, to share my love with audience and to start earning with it. And I think it took me only 3 weeks to make everything I have now on my YouTube. And I'm really happy. I don't earn a lot with it, but I'm happy to have audience. And I'm happy that every morning and every evening I go live stream and I have energy for that, I feel happy. And after my live streams, I don't feel exhausted. I feel that I want to talk with my husband. I feel that I want to do, like, for example, new thumbnails and new video descriptions, to write something on my Telegram. And if after my morning live streams, I feel like I want to be with my kids. So it gives me energy. I give energy and it gives me energy back. And that's my true happiness. I think that nothing can be better than this, than when you feel it. Thank you, guys. Thank you for good questions. I love good questions. But I have some trolls, so I hide them from this channel. What is this? What do they write? Again, Russian trolls. Why they came here? Guys, my English is so English, my channel is so English speaking. I closed all Russian videos and you're still coming, and I'm not against of Russians. I'm against of these bad things, these toxic bad things that you say. They don't trigger me so much, they just flood my chat. I don't see normal good people. Yes, they are good, you are not, but not because of your nationality, because of your what you say here. Why do you have PTSD? I have a kind of complex PTSD because my past, because my childhood traumas. I'm not discussing it in this channel, but you should understand that I was grown in USSR. I was born in USSR, and my personality is different from what USSR people should have. So I was, since I was born, I was always very different. And the society, family, and I was injured a lot. And so my body reacted in this way. Firstly, I had depression, and then after depression, I have PTSD. But I have to ask. I'm going to ask today because they have two. Now we have two types of PTSD. We have complex PTSD and normal PTSD. Normal PTSD, you usually get it from major events, usually it's connected with weapons or something. But I don't know my type of PTSD. I didn't ask about it because just I had several horrible car accident crashes, and because I also have reactions. For example, when I see sudden noises, when, for example, we go to a birthday party with my kids, and I hear a sudden noise of balloon, like, and all people, they have normal reaction, and me, I shout, what is this? Maybe this is because of these car accidents. So maybe it's a kind of complex because of my childhood traumas and because of those car accidents. But they don't. Now where I go, we do not talk too much about diagnosis. What I ask them is just, it looks like that I have PTSD. That's right. And my doctor said, yeah, it looks alike. So yeah, you should have it. And so I just read and I realized. But before I asked, I didn't see, because they have their own papers and they write about me. a lot about what I feel, what I have, and I didn't see those papers. I didn't ask, so I don't have like a paper with diagnosis now from them. Before I had, before my diagnosis was depression and anxiety, and anxiety disorder and depression. So now I don't have depression. My depression is in remission, but anxiety disorder, I hope that it's also in remission. You know, sometimes I feel maybe I'm going to have a panic attack maybe now, and I try to talk with myself, to work with my brain, and it stops. You know, only in some situations that reminds me about my past, I can have like a little one, but it's not like a real panic attack. So you know that psychology and psychiatry is very difficult. Sometimes you can have complex problems from different disorders, and sometimes it's not very clear. And as I understand, at least here in Spain, they try not to name it, because it doesn't matter what's the name of it. If it's, of course, if it's not a depression, they just see that, for example, I do not need now antidepressive pills, that I can manage to live myself. I have energy for my kids. I can sleep with sleeping pills. And so we work, for example, if I come and if I say that I have this and that, and we try to they like make me to build new connections in my brains, new reactions. And actually I do it artificially. So I work on it. For example, something happens. By the way, yesterday, I can be sincere with you. Do you want my story? Like in Russia, many, like it happens. It goes from my family. You are afraid to be famous and to speak openly about politics. And yesterday, I used to discuss a lot with you, a lot of things. I didn't say something wrong. I didn't insult anybody. I tried to be political correctly and to be political neutral and I tried to be very not positive. No, I was negative in some ways, but I tried to be like to speak correctly in a correct, normal way. And when I had this discussion with you, this discussion was extremely interesting for me. Like I was so inspired because there were so many people and I had so many likes. It was the first time when I had 150 likes. It was the first time in my life when I started to do my channel in English. And imagine after that, I started to have not panic attacks, but I started to have anxiety. I started to cry. I started to have immense fear because my husband, he helped me in it. I said that what if I become famous and in Russia they will know that I discuss Russia and that I tell about my truth. It's my truth about my experience and my life, and what if they do something with me and with my family and I'm afraid. I'm really scared, you know? And I started to cry because it was scary for me, so scary that I couldn't just keep my emotions. But my husband, he knows how to behave in such situations. He just told me, you relax, you know that you have these reactions. And me, I just told to myself yesterday, because in my previous life, for example, I could stop doing this channel because I had like too many people and I attracted too many people and like too many people were interested in me and I could find the reason to stop the channel. Like it won't be, this reason won't be like straight. I won't explain it, I wouldn't explain it to myself in a straight way, you know, like, oh, I'm afraid of Putin KGB, and that's why I'm going to, for example, close this channel. No, I would do, oh, you know, I think that now it's better to devote my life to my kids and not to have business at all, for example. So I can invent anything, just not to continue. But the reason of it was my horrible fear of being successful, popular, of having audience and so on. So imagine for some people it's a pleasure, but for me I have absolutely different fight in me. My inner child, I want to speak, I want to talk, I want to discuss, I want to be here, I want to be with you, I'm happy when I'm here. But my inner traumas, they tell me, shut up, Ksenia, don't talk, you are not allowed to talk. Because if you talk, you can be punished. I connected with it's like a historical trauma, because in our history, in the USSR history, many people, my father, how you call? Father of my grandfather, no, of my grandmother, he spent 25 years in prisons and in prisons, in colony. Do you call it like this? 25 years because of Bible. Imagine, in general, 25 years he was imprisoned just because of Bible, because he wanted to be what's that man? He was not an Orthodox. He was a Protestant, and his religion. He was religious during Soviet Union times, and so just people came to him, and he was arrested and kept in prison for many years. It was not just one time sentence. It was in general. If we take all of his sentences in general, during his life, it's 25 years. And you know, sometimes those situations and those traumas, they go from, for example, from my grandmother, whose father suffered, to my father, from my father to me, and they work like this. And what you try to do is to block. For example, you were born with this capacity and with this talent to speak, to tell stories, to be truth, but you can't do it because it's blocked. And when you start doing it, and it's, you know, it's like my aim to win myself, to win my inner demons, to go through my trauma. It's like we have this card in tarot deck. It's the moon. So I'm in the moon period of time, and I hope that I manage to go through it. Guys, I'm going to read your messages now. I'm going to drink a little bit of water. But still, I want to remind you that if you want your message to be visible, you are welcome to use Super Chat, because it will help me to develop my channel, and actually it will help me to earn money on my channel, to start doing it, because the vertical live streams are not monetized. I didn't know about that. I found out about that later, a lot later. But I know that there are some other ways, so I'm thinking now I'm going to find the way, I'm sure. Maybe I need to, by the way, maybe somebody of you can advise me. Maybe I can find some brands to collaborate somewhere. Maybe we have platforms. Yeah, we should have platforms for brands, and maybe we can have some kind of collaborations if I earn nothing from normal monetization. So if you want, and if you just want to support me, put your thumbs up and follow with channel and stay with me. I will be very happy. You too pretty to be depressed. There is no connection between beauty, female beauty, and depression. Don't connect it like this. It's a brain injury from your accident. I have a brain injury as well. Oh my God, I wanted to read you. Can you repeat, please? Wait a second. I'm going to put at least community moderation. I'm going to put live chat. Maybe we are going to do it for subscribers. No, we are going to do it like with a gap of slow mode, and I'm going to do 5 seconds today, because otherwise I can't read you. It was interesting. My friend from Alaska. Sorry, sometimes I call you friend very fast, but it's just my style here on this channel. Matt, hello.
Slow mode is on. Yeah, is it okay, Matt Torrance? Is it okay? Because I wanted, for example, I wanted to read a message from my friend from Alaska. It was interesting what he wrote. He wrote about, dear Selena, meet Borat in Kazakhstan. No, I haven't met Borat, but Borat is a great guy, yes? For me, it was like a sip of fresh water during Soviet Union time. You know, it was the first guy absolutely crazy. And I loved this style, although I didn't watch all these movies because I was not just, I'm not a very much movie person, but I respected this hero and his personality. How is it going? How is he is here like acting now? What does he do? Do you know how is this his life going? Oh my God, people who write me about melons. It's okay, but you just flood. You flood. I don't have now my moderator. My father got executed for pushing a police officer. For and pushing a police officer. Where was it, Master Better? There was it? Tell me, please. Catholic are catastrophic warriors. Yeah, but not only Catholics. A lot of state religions people are catastrophic warriors. They kill for God. No, that's quite, interesting, unusual, and for example, not for me. Definitely, I won't choose it. Why I read about Gulag, no fun. Yeah, that's yeah. My relatives, my parents, they also had like took part in it. Yeah, it's a bad word maybe probably for that, but yeah, they also know this problem. And me historically, I feel it. I don't feel myself free, and now I want to do it. I want to, because of this fear, I have this anxiety. So one goes to another, one goes to another. And now, for example, after today's stream, yeah, I go to my psychiatrist. I'm going to discuss with her exactly this question. Like, let's think of some exercises. But I'm going to do, for you to know, I'm not only talking, I do some exercises. So, for example, I catch this emotion when it is like when I feel it deeply and when I realize, thank you for your donation, Twisted Alien. Did you write me something? She supported me. Twisted Alien is my supporter number one, guys. And thank you so much. You are just my angel. I wish you all the best in your life. Thank you. We talk a lot, we discuss a lot. We have with her, with Twisted Alien, we have with you interesting discussions from the beginning, and she was like one of my first interesting. Why I said say interesting, not because some people are not, but in the beginning I had a lot of people with like boobs and Slavic accent all the time situation, and she was the one who started real conversations with me, and it's also very precious. Can I have a shout out? Why? Do you know that if you want a shout out, you should you should use a super chat, I think, yes? If you ask me for something in my stream, it's normal. Do you know the gray rock method? Brandon Rios, if it's something good, please describe me, because I'm not a native speaker, So Brandon, sometimes some people try to manipulate me, and if it's something good, describe me, please. No, I don't know. Guys, I missed your messages because they disappear. Wow, you have a look of, yes, Scarlett. Yes, that's true. Now I see. Even now I see that today I probably are a look-alike. You really don't need to hear nothing from Alaska that's classified. What? What do you mean, Master Battery? You really don't need to hear nothing from. No, I don't understand you. What do you mean? I want to hear. But what? Alaska is already finished. Yesterday we had a meeting in Oval Office, and President Trump met Zelenskyy. Then he met some of the European leaders. So it was interesting. Be respectful, guys. Thank you so much, Stephen T. Thank you so much. Matt Torrance said, "Twisted Alien is an interesting name." Yeah, yeah, that's, it was my first question to her. Twisted Alien. We discussed it here already. What is C? What is this? I'm not reading because I don't understand. Everything about you is beautiful and special, my love. Hanna, thank you so much. No information from Alaska, sorry. You mean, I asked somebody, there was a guy, but he wrote a message, I started to read him and he disappeared. I want to find him. I want... Andrian Dominguez, Slava Ukraini, Героям Slava. Thank you so much. Adam Dominguez, he sent me $4.99, almost $5. Thank you. It's an unexpected pleasure. Maybe I'm going to earn like this with donations, and maybe I don't have to invent a bicycle. It's a mental exercise to help coping with high tension situations. Brandon, can you tell me? Can you describe it to me, please? So guys, you're gorgeous. It's beauty. Thank you, guys. Where are you from? I'm from Russia. I was born in Russia. Then I moved to Montenegro. Then I moved to Spain, and for 4 years I live in Spain. I want to know now this mental exercise if it's good. Perhaps you are perfect. No, I'm not. Your chest, thank you. Can we see tattoo? If you want, you can describe to my Telegram channel, and I'm going to post again my pictures there with my tattoo. We will all face our maker eventually. We will face and so on, but we live this life here and right now. And this life was given to us not to think about death. This life was given us for life and for something on this planet, yes. If to live and to think about death and to think what will be after, that's like a very strange. Plus, nobody knows what will be after. Well, maybe some people have some secret documents, and I'm interested. I'm really interested in them, but we never know, and we still don't have some secret documents revealed for us for us to understand who we are and what we are doing here. But guys, I'm sure that we are not just here to wait for our death. We are not here just, we came here and someone from above will check our behavior and he has just 10 laws and you need to follow those laws because he will going to check and then you will go to hell or to paradise. No, for me this story is too flat for our planet. And life is a lot more complex thing. And you can just take one book and the problem is that the book, maybe it's a good book, but it was rewritten. It was rewritten many times and it's proved, and now scientists they try to find the best, its original sample. They try to recreate it, but it's very difficult. And by these attempts, they proved that every state rewrote, like every government in different times, rewrote this book according to their own desires and according to their own desires to influence inhabitants, citizens. So I wouldn't trust like just simple stories from Bibles, guys. I would, no, I don't, I do what I do actually. I try to have my own understandings. I try to switch on my feelings, to switch on my, like critical thinking and to create my own spirituality and to feel this planet in my own way. Otherwise, like, you were born, you were given a book, you read this book, and you continue living like with using these rules. And by the way, nobody does. Nobody does. All of us, we all have sins, and that's why it's not a good idea, because it was proven that we all have shadows and we all have good sides and bad sides, and we all have a contrast personality inside of us. And to hide one and to live only with one side, it will also bring you to many psychological disorders. So, guys, I have a lot of messages. I still remind you, if you want, first of all, not to flood. Flood, is it called flood? Not to flood. Can I use it as a verb? Because we have it in Russian. Hello from Italy. Here a lot of us love Russia. Okay. Long live president. Okay. No, I disagree with you, and I'm going to block you. Those people who they are Kremlin bots, and they pretend of being people from other countries. You know, like, for example, imagine me. I live in Spain or in Russia, and imagine I'm going to start to talk with you in such a way. I love President Trump. He is my hero #1. He's, it looks like a obsession, like I'm a little bit crazy because I'm not even American. How can I say such words? He is a God's, he was sent by God, but I am from Italy. So what do you say? Don't do that, please. It was, you behaved yourself like a nuts cracker, how you call them? You said me this word, like a crazy, like a mad. So yeah, that sounds, guys. That's not. It doesn't sound. It doesn't sound normal and at all. If you start to, like, you don't live there, you don't know the situation inside, and you start, oh my God, what's wrong with you? You are not okay, definitely. So, and I'm going to delete you from that chat because I don't want my chat to be contaminated. Can I say like this? Infected, but by such kind of robots, because I'm sure that these are robots. For example, if you ask me about President Trump, what can I say? I can say the following information. Before his electoral elections, I like me from another continent, I was like, oh, maybe he will reveal some secret documents about extraterrestrial life. I want to know about it, so I'm waiting for him to be elected because I'm interested in it. Then he did some promises electoral. Then I do not understand now if it's if actually he manages to keep his promises. I don't understand now, because now the situation is quite dual. We have quite dual situation. Like yesterday, President Trump, he was asked by journalists, about the war. And he answered, "Look at these people in a neighborhood room. They all want peace and they all want to." So his answers are not very straight, and his politics. And I don't understand this game. Is it a kind of game? What kind of game is it? And what can I say about him? Nothing. Because I only know something and I try to learn it somehow, but I'm not going to say all these words that I hear now from people who live not in Russia and who never lived in Russia. Some prayers for Putin, or I don't know about what's the right, how I can say it correctly. So, USA, Matt Debater, where from USA are you? And what do you think about Trump? Michael Hort is still not the problem. It's still the gold villain, not the problem. I don't understand. Hello from Seaside, Oregon, USA. USA, hello. I thought that today Trump is sick man. Why do you think, Ivica? Why do you think that? Explain, please. No, he behaves like what can I say? I believed in him, but now I don't even know. But I still want to believe in him because I have nobody to believe in, and I've decided to believe in Trump. That is be like, but now my feeling goes lower down and down and down. The level of my feeling. Trump and Putin are secretly a couple. Maybe, we never know. I love Trump, he's a great man. Jacob Moy, and you are from America? Noble Iraq people, we not eyesight and we have women too, but the Russian, no, I don't understand. Dear Noble Iraq, where are you from? I don't understand your English. Putin is freak. Of course, he's a war criminal, first of all, and that's the truth. Freak or not freak, I don't know. Yes, and maybe kind of. Thank you all, guys. Thank you for your compliments. I appreciate. I don't read them because I want to have a very interesting conversation here as usual. He was definitely saved by God. It was 1 minute to a kill shot. Yeah, that story, by the way, with Trump. How do you think? Was it a kind of theater again to show that he is in danger? Or he was, yeah, not so long ago, I was thinking about this situation when he was saying, and we saw that, what's the name for this, bullet, like bullet. And he's like, is it true? Like, do you believe in it? Now, for example, what's your opinion? Was it a true bullet or it was IE or IE artificial just to show that that he's in danger and that he has difficult life, or maybe he wanted to accuse some people of being like of organizing all this thing? What do you think about it? A lot of Americans think that, though. You mean Dave? You mean what? California Dave? I don't remember. Oh, we have Martin. Martin, are you here? Martin, say hi if you're here. And guys, don't forget don't forget to put your thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. This is just a great thing for me. It will be just a great help from you too, for me to grow. And I want to grow because now live streaming is like my work. I go here, I go live daily. I have only one weekend on Saturday, and Friday evening I have one live stream, and from Monday to Thursday I have 2 live streams daily. And I try to stay live almost for 2 hours. Maybe today it will be a little bit less, but I told you in the beginning because I need to visit my my doctor, my psychiatrist. So, Twist Italian, yes, flooding or to flood can be a verb. Thank you so much. Hello, Dustin. Hello again. It's early morning here. Yes, Dustin, I know that it's not probably a good time if you are from the United States. And I know that I live on different continents, so we have this time gap. And by the way, I have my most like country number 1 from my viewers. These are United States. So I'm not on time. I'm not. I'm live streaming in the wrong time, but they still watch me, and I'm so happy about it. And of course, I have to think somehow maybe to change my time. But as I understand, I asked my GPT chat, and my GPT chat told me that for me the best way just to meet all American spectators, I need to go live at 6 o'clock in the morning. And 6 o'clock, and me and my problems with insomnia. For me, it's so difficult. 6 o'clock in the morning, you know.
Wow, and if I manage to do it one day to change completely my schedule, I don't know even. I will be very happy because it's very interesting. So I'm having, do you know this thing? I think that Americans should know. So I continue reading your messages. You look like what? I don't understand. Best, what's wrong with you? You have problems? Hello from the United States. Hello. Uh, James Bond is a simp. What is this? It's really in the morning here. I love you guys. So Dustin, you're going to sleep or you're going to wake up and to wow, I see. Marshall, contaminated is a good term. Marshall, you also started to talk about brain and about PTSD and so on. So, but I started to read your message, and then it disappeared because I had a lot of messages here. Now I made a little moderation, and now we had Matt here, Martin, my friend Martin, from the United States as well, and he helps me to moderate the chat. So if you can to tell me again what we're talking about. You mean that you started to explain me something, at least to share your information. So I continue, come to Canada. Yeah, with pleasure one day, why not? Orban is my political ally. Orban, is he's Spanish? Yes? Is he from my country? Where I live, I still need to learn local politics. Because I started, I had it on my channel, I started to read this book about local culture, politics, and like daily life. And we had only one live stream like that, but there were not so many people. I understand that it was not super interesting, probably. I understand it. And I decided to go to dialogue because to dialogue is a lot better. No, we used to read like one paragraph. We read one paragraph and then we discussed. The discussion itself was great, but it was, a little bit boring. But still, I like this. I met a lot of very interesting people. How many tattoos do you have? I have one very big tattoo. Very, very big tattoo. She needs what? Okay, I'm not going. $1 from Tugra. Tugra, thank you so much. Thank you, my dear friend Tugra. You have to be from Turkey, yes? I remember you. Hannah, move a little. Hannah, are you Hannah? Are you sure that you are Hannah? What kind of game? I don't know. There is no game. I'm gonna clean my life. There is no. You mean what? You mean Trump is crazy man? Ah, yeah, maybe I don't understand. It's the game of keeping the Satanists guessing. And okay, I understand. You have this. You have, let's call it. You have a very simple life perception. Okay, it's your right. Safe for Brazil, emerald green eye, rather striking. Yeah, I have this kind of eye. They are greenish, bluish greenish. Imagine North Korea. I don't want to imagine it. I read a lot about it. No, not read. I saw a lot of interesting YouTube videos about it. And also in Russia, we have one professor, and he has his own channel. And his life is concentrated on, he's focused on North Korea. And when he was a small boy, he used to live there. He used to live in North Korea. So imagine how experienced he is. And I love to, not now, because now I'm a little bit tired from the, because I used to do it when I thought that Russia is different and Russia has different way from North Korea. But now I'm not so sure about it, and I don't feel like very pleasant feelings now when I read about North Korea, because sometimes I think that it can be possible future of Russia, unfortunately.
Trump is grateful and crazy man, yeah. So all together, yeah. Y'all start. We don't understand. Have you been to the USA? Then yes. But my problem is that I've been there 20 years ago, so I can't judge and I can't say anything about it now. And I was there with a group of Russian scientists, with the whistleblowers, and I was in Washington and near Washington, and we went to Senate and to Congress to meet congressmen and senators and to talk with them about different problems which concerned Russia and the United States in the same time. Like we discussed, for example, race of weapons, and a lot of different topic, nuclear energy, and a lot of different topics. I was there. I was only 20 years old, and I came there as a translator. I was with a group of scientists, but I was there as a translator. It was a great experience, guy. At that time when I came there, for me it was like a miracle. For me it was like a different planet. And again, it was 20 years ago, so in Russia we didn't. I traveled a lot that time already, but even I felt that gap between Europe and the United States. So um, for now, I don't know, because how can I judge? Because I see a lot of different news that you have your own problems and blah blah blah, and life it changed, and this drug crisis. A lot of people talk about it. I think that it exists, and it's a very huge problem. So I know that you have problem with poverty and so on. 1 second, I'm going to block some people. Dustin, I hope my friend Davis is okay, that he is not in the war. You disappeared. So I go down because I see there was twisted. Martin, hi Selena. Why did the war start in your opinion? Was it NATO fault, or was it just Russia that couldn't allow to lose Crimea? As Sevastopol is main military port on Black Sea, what's in Donbass? You know, Micha, I think we have in Russia, they have their own reason to start this war, because this war can help President Putin to stay on one place as a president, and to help to his friends oligarchs to save their money. So also this war can help to Mr. Putin to manipulate like normal citizens, to grow this propaganda, to make them to behave as herds, to stop them thinking critically, to accept the fact that Putin will be the president until the end of time. Why he is afraid to leave his post? Because if he leaves, he can't leave it normally, because they made a lot of criminal affairs. So if he leaves, of course there should be an investigation. And of course, this group of people, it's like a kind of, it's like a troop, band, gang. It's like they are like gangsters. And of course, in case of any investigation, they will have problems, and that's why their aim is to keep this throne as long as possible, and then possibly to put someone from them to continue this tradition. But when dictator is a dictator in history, when he tries to put somebody after him in inheritance of presidency, that sounds crazy, but it is. But it's like a dictator regime. So if they try okay, for history it's almost impossible. only a few dictators managed to achieve this goal, and to have somebody after them, to have somebody like to continue this line, one after another, to, how to call it, uh, alternate, but to put only your people. For example, in North Korea, they finished as Kim Chen Il, Kim Chen In, Kim Chen, so on. It's a kind of monarchy, but it's a dictator monarchy. So in Russia, I don't know how they will manage, because Putin is not eternal. Yes, anyway, one day he will leave this planet, and he will go to response. Maybe not not he is going to respond. Maybe not in front of a tribunal, but in front of something what is behind our life. And so I think that in Russia they had a lot of reasons to start that war. And plus to it, you know that Putin in his politics, he achieved nothing. And for him is like the best achievement, like, we made our territories bigger and now we have Crimea. So Putin is an emperor. So he has to stay forever on his throne. And now, and then of course strategically they had Crimea, but it was impossible. They don't have, as I understand, communications. So they had to take some more territories to Ukraine, because in Crimea it was the situation was very poor and very, very bad after the invasion, and yes, they had to go and to take some more territories to have those routes, roads, and communications to Crimea. Guys, I'm not a politician. I'm speaking here online and I'm not prepared with a paper. I have free speech. I can make some mistakes. If you want to know something for sure, just type what I say, just type and check the facts, fact checking, okay? Because I don't have here a possibility to check facts, and live streaming is not about fact checking. Live streaming is about talking. So here we discuss, and here what I say, what I know, and what I heard. So for me, Russia had a lot of reasons to for this invasion, but probably, if to talk about like world order, and if to speak globally, and if to speak about international geopolitics, I think that probably they also had some reasons. There were some reasons, maybe to divide, maybe to, for example, militarize society, to like, what do? We create weapon, or we what's the name, to make weapons and to sell them. It's good business for some people, you know. I'm not going to accuse anyone, but it seems to me that a lot of country earns from that. So I don't know if it was like a political agreement between several presidents. But when Putin and Trump go in one car, for example, I don't know what to think. I ask you, tell me what you think, because I don't know what to think. So guys, I continue. Again, very difficult questions, very difficult discussions, but we live in such a difficult world. And I can't, again, me as a personality, I can't just keep it silent and not to discuss it. How can I close my mouth? Just everything is okay. Life is beautiful. Read Bible, Ksenia, and listen to 10 laws given by God. God is everything, Ksenia. And you don't know, you know nothing about politics. And you shouldn't talk about it, you know, like, no, please, come on, it's about me. Guys, do you have a tattoo? Yes, I have a tattoo. Love it. One very big tattoo. I don't have any, but if I would get one, it would be it will be one very big dragon on my back. I have no dragon, I have a swan princess. Swan princess is a character from Pushkin, Russian writer, fairy tale, a very famous one, and it was her portrait was made by one Russian very famous painter, Vrubel, Mikhail Vrubel. Probably, by the way, he also migrated. What was that time? What was the time? I need to check. When was this portrait of this swan princess when it was drawn? Okay, guys, I'm going to show you a little bit. So you see, this is it. Yeah, but if you want to look, it's on the picture, you need to go to my Telegram channel. I promise that if you follow my Telegram channel, I'm going to do the new picture and I will show it to you. So guys, don't forget to put your thumbs up and to follow my channel if you like. Who am I? If you want to know, I'm just a woman, intelligent, beautiful, and I like to talk with people. I want to be your friend. If you want to be mine, you are welcome to subscribe to my channel, and you are welcome to support my channel financially. It will help me to grow, and although I'm afraid, I tell you that it can help me to grow and to buy a new lipstick, for example, and to buy a new microphone. Don't let no fabric. What's this? Guys, I'm going now to make our chat even slower. So interesting. I'm interested. If you ever go to America, hopefully our countries will have peace soon. So if you and your family can go out to eat dinner with me and my family or eat. Of course, why not, Dustin? I told you that you are my friends, and now I still don't have here like hundreds, thousands of people. So I know most of you who are here daily. Who is here daily? I know you like personally. Your names. Tell me, remind me, please. I'm sorry to forget about it. Where exactly in America you live? Just remind me. Of course, I must visit this country because now I have like most of my followers and viewers there from the United States, from America, and that's such a big surprise because I love the country. Of course, I love it. I was grown on Santa Barbara. Oh no, American music that time because I was born in 1985 and after 1991 we started to perceive this American culture, and it's also in my blood, but it was in a very strange Soviet Union way. But for me, like America that time, it was always a big dream for all people in the United States or not in the USSR. And you know what proverb they have? They have like all Russians have two dreams to what is like to conquer or America, and to do something not good with America and to have a green card, all of them, because that's the truth. Love how you said gangsters. Gangsters. Okay, I'm going to repeat. Then I read, dictator like the guy that's about to be the mayor of New York. Yeah, really? So you have the same problems in the United States. Your mayor is like has the same character or what? Tell me. As far as I understand, New York has a lot of problems, yes? But I had a girl. Her name was Saule. She disappeared after she realized that I also do tarot readings. I explained her that it's not just life prediction, that it's a method to go deeper into situations, that these cards are very wise, and I read wisdom. It's not like future it's not just to tell future. It's very interesting, but I haven't seen her since the last time she went to my tarot show. But she's a very clever person. I don't know, maybe there are some people who are too materialistic. I'm not so. I like combining myself materialistic things, science and everything, but I also leave place for some spiritual things. And I understand that there are a lot of moments in this world that I can find in science. And how can I? But I want to work and live with those moments, and I want to communicate with and to understand them. So that's why I have chosen my own method, these tarot cards. And I love that method. I think that it's quite simple, not simple. It's quite, not harmful. That it's not harmful. But it depends in whose hands you have these tarot cards. And it depends how, because when I tried to check several live streams here, I tried to check what do Americans do while they are live streaming. And for example, there were a lot of people like doing tarot spreads. And for me, it was crazy again. I thought that only Russians do this kind of tarot spreads and tarot readings, but not Americans as well. Like, oh, tell me, will I be with somebody, or tell me what, does he have a girlfriend, or so? But these are not good tarot questions, and it's not a good way to learn your life and so it's not a good way to focus on somebody and not to focus on yourself. So now I try to do it correctly, although before I was okay because people paid me money and I worked, and they asked very unusual questions, no, usual questions for people. But I didn't try to convince them to change their questions and to change their life perception generally. I was like, okay, let's see if your lover, what does he feel now, and if he will come back, and so on. So, but that's now I think it's not good. So I have different type of tarot readings. So it was integration. And the advertising of my own tarot readings. If you are interested, you are welcome to contact me through my Telegram channel. Listen, when a dictator stops you from hurting yourself, I appreciate them. When a dictator stops you from hurting yourself, I appreciate them. I think that nobody can dictate to people, to anyone, even in self-harm. You understand? Even in self-harm. If I came here and if I have some mental, for example, problems, and if I want to live through those problems, I can write as a personality, as a human, to do with me and with my body, with my life, whatever I want, if I don't touch people around. Yes, I think this is the right position. So I don't think that this dictator can exist. Author, you are what? Don't understand. It's just a fisherman, though, that's my job. I'm just a fisherman, though, that's my job, or was my job. I have not done fishing in a while. Okay, very interesting. And what and where do you fish? It's interesting. Hello, gorgeous. How are you? I'm fine. I have to move. A bit hard to stare. Okay. Move on. I continue. Lost land just to join NATO. Yes, but have you heard? Have you heard already, something about yesterday's meeting? What did they come up to? Just I heard that they met all together. Like, what's your position? What is your position? Okay, we need to this and do and that. Okay, now Europe is going to buy weapons and more weapons and weapons and weapons, and so on. And I just didn't understand did they speak about Ukraine's future? That is also strange because Zelenskyy was not there. Zelenskyy was only during the first meeting, but during the second meeting, they didn't take Zelenskyy with them. they decided to talk separately. Like, you know, like, you are not old enough for us. Your country is not, you are not, like, you have different status. You have separate meeting, and now we are going to talk all together like adults. That's strange. Lost, okay, she has no plastic. I told you yesterday. I don't hide my plastic or something, surgeries, no, but my face is just like my face. I told you that I had to repair my nose and I have implants. Hello from America, you look super pretty. Hello Dylan, where are you from America? Shame on Europe who support Israel. Why? What? What is this? I'm not going to go into this conflict. I'm enough with mine. I'm just against of war and of killing people anywhere in the world, and it doesn't matter where. When Trump leave office, it's over for Putin, or Russia is going to fall. So you think that Trump helps Russia, yes, to continue this disaster? You think that these are also Trump's hands? That he's their guy? Trump is a guy of Putin. And what if it's true? Because it looks like not very straight, you know? It looks like they have different they like different ways, like snakes, and they try to create people's opinion, to influence, to manipulate, and then to continue doing what they do. That's what I see. And for me, for example, it will be funny if as a result Putin will get those territories. Imagine how it is disgusting on the international rights level, on human rights. So you can go to another country, take one territory, and then just take another part of territory, then to meet with the president of America and just like, okay, let's share. One part of Ukraine go to one side and another part of Ukraine will go to another side. Guys, I don't want to believe that I live in such a world. I don't want to believe in it. It means that we have no rights. Anybody can come anywhere. Just in, I don't know, anytime. And just, okay, you don't live here now because it's my territory. And this territory is somebody else's territory, okay? How comes? How is it possible? Okay, I unfortunately, if you have something important for me, yeah, you are welcome to use a super chat if you want to say something important, or if you want to support my channel, I will be happy if you can donate through my Buy Me a Coffee or through this super chat. Don't forget that I'm a professional live streamer and I do my live streams daily. I think you should make babies the Ukraine one and Russia one, and then ask Abby at should you do war or peace. Mir bede bye. I am Russian, my husband is Ukrainian, and my 2 kids are Ukrainians. So I've already done, once we went to Ukrainian embassy when the war started, and I asked Ukrainian ambassador, no, not ambassador, of course, I was not, they didn't let me to go inside, but at the reception I asked, can I get Ukrainian citizenship? They asked me, why? I told that, you live in Spain, have you ever lived in Ukraine? I said, no, but I have 2 Ukrainian kids. I created them. I'm a mother of Ukrainian kids. And I gave them this citizenship before the war started. My first baby was born in 2018 and my second baby was born in 2020. And in Russia that time they offered, it's called maternity capital. And I refused from this maternity capital. And it's for Russians, it was a big sum of money. For Russians, it was around, I think, 10,000 euro at that time. And I had it for both of babies, I think. And I refused. I told that I don't need your money. I want my kids be Ukrainians, because I think that Ukraine is closer to me and to my world perception than Russia. Russia is too closed, and Ukraine is more open, and I want my kids to be more open. So, as some people say, it was, for example, my choice. As a Russian, I wanted my kids to be Ukrainians. Who can tell me after that now all Ukrainians want to become Russian, want to be a part of Russia? No. My husband is from Donbas region. His city where he was born is ruined completely, so he knows a lot about it. He went away when he realized what's going on. In 2014. He went away from the country because he didn't want to take part in this war for nothing. Because his relatives who lived in Donbass, they took part in the referendum and they wanted, yes, they wanted to be a part of Russia. But he didn't want, and he left Ukraine. So it's a very difficult question. And, it's like not the best way to understand, yes, I have Ukrainian kids, and I'm Russian. And many people in Russia have the same situation. Many, many people. Tarot cards, Ivica, you like tarot cards? Come to my personal readings. Go to my Telegram channel. There you can find in pinned message posts. You can find all information. Or you can come to my tarot readings on Fridays here online via YouTube. Wait, what color your eyes? Green and blue together. How tall are you? 171 centimeters. Ukrainian plus Russian. How tall are you both though? How tall? I'm 171. I'm okay. I'm not like my husband is 186. 186. But my son, he grows so fast and he has such big bones, like big fingers, big feet. He's like, how to describe this, I don't even know. God bless. 10K, you are a good person in my book. You're a good person in my book. Thank you. Let's see. Millionaire from Louisiana, Cahoon country. Hello. Hello. Why? Why you started to introduce yourself with the first word millionaire? Millionaire, or it means something different. I just don't understand this. I'm tired of war. I think we all are. Yeah, Jaron, we are all tired. IV to have, I don't understand. Guy, how is Zelenskyy is be someone that the people want? Okay, 1 second. One user doesn't like my English, so I'm not going to injure his ears. I'm a good person, so I have to block him. How is Zelenskyy is be someone that people want? I don't know. I don't know about like internal Ukrainian politics because I never lived in Ukraine, and I know Zelenskyy better as an actor. Then I like the fact that in spite of everything what's going on, he still stays, he continues, he talks, he appears in silly and difficult situations, but he goes and goes and goes. For me, such persistent when you go through behavior, I think that only strong people can have it, and I respect it. But I don't live in Ukraine, and I heard a lot of rumors that many Ukrainians are not satisfied with Zelenskyy. But as I understand that according to their constitution, they can't change a leader during a war, and so that's why he's still a president, and they didn't have any elections. But as far as I know, that still a lot of money were stolen by some people inside of Ukraine. I mean, a lot of money which were given for this war. And like they also have inside their problems with corruption. And I don't know what part Zelensky, what is his part in it. Does he cover, does he, maybe something happens behind his back, some strong powers can do and organize this process. Maybe he doesn't want it, or on the opposite, or maybe he doesn't want it, but he doesn't have any methods to control it. There is also like president, he should be strong and he should have enough of influence to stop such kind of things on his territory, in his country. And if he can do it, so it means that he's not strong enough. But I think that President Zelensky, yesterday I heard someone's opinion that actually when he took part in elections, he didn't know that he would win because, for example, in Russia and in such closed countries, we have we always have Putin candidate and several candidates, clowns candidates, you know, like and so if it's obvious that no one will elect them, it's obvious. And formally you have several candidates, but in the reality you have only one candidate. And sometimes they ask like actors, famous people to take part in those elections. And I heard that Zelensky, again, these are only rumors, you can't know 100% because we don't have all documents in front of us, because I never visited like a meeting of world government. I was not there, guys, so I don't know. It's what I heard, and I tell you. So he didn't expect himself that he would be chosen as a president, elected. And when it happened, he was actually shocked, and that's why he went to Turkey. For him, it was like, okay, it will be just like a game for me. And after his election, he went to Turkey on holidays with his wife and kids. And then, when the shit started to happen in his country, he was shocked. And we never know. Maybe this is. Maybe he doesn't want to be a president. Maybe for him it was also, you know, somebody pushed him. Maybe somebody tell him, you go just to take part in those elections because we need several candidates, but you won't be elected, and it's okay, and you will, it's okay. For example. And then he face all this shit. And then he will be responsible for all corruptions, for all criminal affairs inside of the country, for all robberies, and that can be also a problem for him. And we don't know if he really wants it or it was not his desire. Somebody maybe like betrayed him, you know, and put him on his place. My dad worked in Moscow. Jared Watson. Where and how? What did he do there? Saludos desde Argentina. All Argentina. Russia can run that region. No, Jaron. You will be banned now from my chat. I don't want Kremlin bots here. Russia can run anyway better this region. It's, imagine me, like Spain now, go to Portugal and say, or not in Portugal, not everything is good. I think that Spain can rule better Portugal than Portugal. What is that tradition to focus not on yourself but on others people? Even if they live bad, in a bad way, it's not your problem, it's not your territory, it's not your house. Go and look again, how I judge countries. First of all, how they treat people with lower capacities. What do they do for them? In Russia, there are no special ways for wheelchairs, no ways. All people with reduced capacities, they stay at home. They can go out. You can go out alone, even with a stroller. because you can go somewhere in a supermarket. There are always stairs. You can cross the road sometimes because they have stairs under the ground. Then you cross the road and you go again using those stairs. Then homeless animals. They have herds of dogs, and sometimes they attack and kill people outside. And nobody does anything with it. There is no politics. They don't find political decisions for that problems. My mom, she goes out and she gives food and she has 40 cats in her yard. They have rats. Then problem with garbage. Do they have this factory that recycles garbage? No. I saw myself mountains of garbage behind. When you go out from St. Petersburg, and it smells, guys. You go there, and this smell starts like several kilometers away from this place. Then roads, then average estimated length of living. In Russia in 2021, it was 65 and 5 years old for male in 2021. And then in 2022, it grew up to 68 years old. It grew somehow. How can it happen? How can you grow when you have a war in your country? How can and the young guys take part in this war and they die and so on? Dinovich, hello. By the way, your donate didn't achieve the goal. At least I didn't see it on my Buy Me a Coffee site. I forgot to tell it to you yesterday. Maybe it was returned to you, I don't know. What I was talking about. And then later, they just closed the statistics. Closed. Official numbers. So how can you say that Russia can rule better the Ukraine? If Russia lives worse than Ukraine, how? Have you been there? My husband is from Ukraine. I am from Russia. We know the situation, and you don't know. And you come here, trolls, Kremlin trolls, and try to form here different political moods, and they try to manipulate with public science, public consciousness. Is that correct? Public minds. They try to influence public minds, and they send such people to chat saying that, you know that there are a lot of Americans and Europeans, and they come to Moscow and they ask for local citizenship. Yes, they're crazy. And then they go to war. Yes, I know that. I know several situations. Hello, my friend. I'm on the water now, going down the Danish coast. Wow. And so you travel from Toulouse to... No, or it's not possible? How do you mean that you were not there? I thought that you were at home already. Do you support the Russian army? No, of course not. Greetings from South Africa. Greetings. Hello, South Africa. How are you doing? Hi, Auntie. Hello, Uncle. That said, all Russian women are so beautiful as they can... and they can drink too. What drink? What? It's not good to drink. Alcohol is very bad for your health. How old is your son? He's 7. He will be 7 in 1 month. I have one that is 25 years old. Your son is 25. Wow. You look very young in your picture. You have good English. Thank you so much, Sean. Thank you to support my English, because I see that there are a lot of trolls. Don't do what? Your English is excellent. I made the typo. You understand the question. Okay. Then go back. Then go back. What do you mean? Yep, that's why he can't end the war. Yeah, we discussed with you before. Yeah, that's why he can't end. Yeah, that's true. Come to New Zealand with your family. Beautiful here. Yeah, I would love to. I would love to come to New Zealand. My husband has just came home with his kids. With our kids. I meant that he was this with the kids. Artyom, you are tired. You look very tired and exhausted, yes? How are you going?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Yes, my dear. It's me. It's okay. You can watch me, but yeah, please make the sound a little bit not so loud. Yeah, that was my family. It was just my husband and my daughter, and I have also my son. Yeah, I would love to come to New Zealand. It's a magic place. I heard about it. I thought she was talking about Trump because he doing the same shit. Maybe. Your English is perfect, young lady. You do have an accent, like Melania Trump has an accent, but we can totally understand everything that you are saying. I have a country. I have a country accent. Okay, yeah, I understand.
Мама, я увидела твое видео и поставила лайк. И
Yes,
сердечки.
she put thumbs up. She told me
Сердечки.
that she
Сердечки
wow,
поставила.
she liked my video and she also sent me some hearts.
Сердечки поставила.
Спасибо тебе. Спасибо тебе, моя любовь.
Много сердечек.
Спасибо тебе, моя любовь. Ладно, сейчас иди, окей, я закончу, и мы с тобой будем. Окей? Поменяй костюм, очень жарко, Кысь. Ладно? I'm sorry. It was a little minute with my daughter. Everybody subscribe and hit the like button, please. Thank you, Martin. Thank you so much. 217 likes. Ukraine and Russia living peacefully without any issues. Putin, it's time for house. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We hit 200 likes. A new record, everybody. Hit the like button. Thank you so much, Martin. He knows how to do it. He knows. So guys, I'm not answering questions because I have so many discussions here. That's what people tell me, that I have a country southern accent. You speak good English, no problem. You do have a heavy Russian. You do have a heavy Russian accent, though. I like that. Yeah, I understand that I have this Russian accent. You know, and I'm not. I think that it's my particularity. It's my. It can. I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to change it, at least for now, because it makes me. It makes me different. You know. That I'm not a native speaker. And of course, by this, I irritate some people, but of course, it's also their attention, maybe not a good attention, and but some people like it, some people hate it. But that what makes my personality look different, and I can be remarkable like this, and you know, that can be a part of my image. That is what I wanted to say, like a part of my image, like my PR strategy. My PR strategy is to leave my Russian accent and not to think that I speak not. What about Alexei Navalny? Do you think he was a legitimate candidate or American shield? No, I think he was a legitimate candidate. No, I'm sure. I can't say that he would be a very strong president or something, but I know that he had a team of young specialists, and together they could build something new. But unfortunately, it's all about past. And we had another guy. His name was Boris Nemtsov. He was a leader. He was a true leader, and he was mature, and he was oh, he was fantastic, and he was killed. He was killed on a bridge at night in Moscow with a gun. He was shot. And still, no, it's not proved. We don't have any official documents, or maybe no, we don't have we don't have official documents who was the one who ordered this. He was killed. But I think that Putin just kills all his all guys who can be who could confrontate. Does it exist? Him. Who can be real rivals? They are killed. The most important were, number one is Boris Nemtsov. And number two, okay, I won't say that number two, but for me, Boris Nemtsov, he was a little bit stronger, and he could be a stronger president for Russia. But Navalny, I don't know about him as a president, but I'm sure that he could, at least he could be in government on a very important position, and he could, for example, have a good team, and with him we could elect someone, or we could give him a chance, for example, as well. At the least it's better than what we have now. So I'm sure. What about, yeah, I answered. We're not bangered out, better keep it cool. I'm subscribed now. Thank you so much, guys. Subscribe to my channel. Hello from Germany. Hi, Germany. I have also have a lot of spectators, viewers from Germany. My number one now is United States, and my number two, Germany. Then I have Netherlands, Great Britain, and I don't remember then. So it's nice to meet you guys. Come here. Let's have conversations. Let's be friends. What would you do if you got a $500 donate? If I had the $500 donate, I'm going to spend it on my microphone, or I should buy for it some wires, something else. What would I do now? I don't know, but something for my channel. I think that if it's donation like this, I would accept it as a sign from universe that I need to improve my channel. So also I need like this microphone, the second one for our cooking show with my husband Artyom each Sundays, every morning or lunch at 12 o'clock Central European time. So I would buy something for my channel. Oh, she said my name from New Zealand. Jared Watson, you mean what? I don't understand. Imagine, what is this? Pack of stray Chernobyl dogs. Pack of stray Chernobyl dogs. Pack of stray Chernobyl dogs. No, they don't have it now. They don't have such kind of problems now. Chernobyl is Ukraine. The territory is still closed, but they have nothing there. But it's very interesting, if you haven't heard the story, how the USSR, what was the reaction of USSR, and how many people were actually killed because they didn't want to announce about that tragedy and about that accident, and people just continued their normal life there. And only like later, I can't say you like concrete dates or something, but you can read about it. It's a very cruel story of how USSR government treated its people. They just didn't want to show internationally that they have some problems. Oh, guys, I have so many messages. I'm going to make, no, it's not. Maybe I'm going to make for a live chat on. No, that's not this. I need to make a chat filter. All messages, fan funding, super chats, super stickers, channel memberships, and getting. So if I put this, it means that I will have no one in this chat. I know for now. Okay, this is not the correct filter. I'm going to use another one. No, not here. Live chat summary. Well, here, anyone. I'm going to make it only for subscribers, okay, guys? Because otherwise it becomes very, very difficult to read, and I know that I miss a lot of interesting messages. I can't imagine how bad Chernobyl was for the people that lived there. So sad how many people died. That's true. It's nice that you are engaging with these topics, makes for an interesting stream because I am Christian. I may have better opinion of Putin than you, but it's good to hear native Russian perspective. What's the connection between Christian and Putin? I don't understand. So if you are a Christian, it's okay for you to kill people? Yes? I am surprised. I'm very, very surprised. But okay. You are welcome to answer. Hello, guys from different countries. What do you use on your skin? It's absolutely flawless. I use Dior. Dior. Where is it? It's my favorite, one of my favorite foundation now. Dior. And also I used Selena Gomez. I don't know even this brand, the name of, it's Rare Beauty if I'm not mistaken. And also I use this, it's my daughter's concealer, it's broken, Catrice, but I like it and I use it. I like it a lot for my videos. And also I use Isamaya. Isamaya, where is it?
Are you still planning to go to?
Yes, in 15 minutes.
30? Yeah.
Yes.
So we're not gonna put the in oven the chicken.
Yes. No, I mean that I need to leave in 15 minutes.
Okay.
Okay? I continue reading your messages. Brandon, we also don't like liars. I don't like warmongers. What are mongers? What are mongers? What is your husband's name? My husband's name is Artyom. Artyom or Artem. Your English is not clean and your mind is dirty. So I continue. Do we have some more interesting messages? Here, hello guys. I seen Chernobyl accident on TV as a young boy. I never knew the impact it would have on the country. Definitely not so sad. Yes, because they tried to hide like they tried to hide the truth. And the country was closed. And it was closed not because they wanted to build their own happiness and not to show it to another countries. No, because they had problems and they wanted to show on international in a politic arena. They wanted to show that they live in prosperity and that everything is good inside. And that's why they didn't want to show to like the whole world that the situation was tragic. And it even it had an impact not only on Chernobyl and Ukraine and Russia, but in some European countries. They caged this nuclear, we call it cloud, the cloud, they had cloud. And they didn't, firstly, they didn't say it. They didn't announce about it. It's like now they had this disaster in the Black Sea. Have you heard about it? And it's dirty. They have problems. Russia hit Chernobyl new safe confinement with, oh, I don't understand. With kamikaze drones, I don't know about it. Warmonger, advocating aggressive. Warmonger. Okay, I understand. Thank you very much. Herb tried to quit smoking because you hallucinate a lot. No, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't use drugs, only my sleeping pills. I created a fire inside, put over holes in stop the fire. I don't understand. I understand. Herb you asked Herb to try to quit smoking because he hallucinates a lot. I understand. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Yes, what's now? What do they have now, Israel and Palestine? Can you explain me? The last news I heard was about Iran about Gaza, that what they Israel troops, they went into Gaza, but what's going on there now? Martin, sorry, you are 100% correct. Has an American and is not dead. I just researched it, and you were very correct, 100%. Okay, I don't understand what you were talking about. Yes, I have LV. Definitely did. Thanks. What is LV? I don't know what's this. I don't know. Which country? Yes. A lot of these wars are partially for energy. Energy should not be centralized. Energy should not be centralized. But now, what we will achieve in the end? Energy will be even more centralized than they were centralized before. Yes? So it means that it won't help. On the opposite, it will bring you to centralized energy. Like Putin told that one of the goals of his war was to protect the country from NATO. But now we have NATO in Finland, in Swiss, and I don't know what will happen with Ukraine, but I heard that definitely if Putin will take some parts of Ukraine, I will be very upset, guys. I will come here online and I will cry together with you. And I will wait for your kind words to calm me down, because it will be like a disaster for me. And on the second part of Ukraine, they will still it will be NATO territory. So it will be NATO territory. So it means that formally Putin brought NATO closer to Russia. He didn't want it, but he didn't. The opposite effect. Israel-Palestine conflict already after over 50 years ago, people just active about it because of the internet. Yes, I know that it's a long conflict, that it's not just one day conflict. I think that it's even more than 50 years, yes? I thought that it's like from the beginning of Bible. Yes, Andrew, I thought I was incorrect. At first, I had to do some research on my own, but people think FPS Russia murdered his partner, which is crazy. I don't know what is this. Hello from America. America, hello. Do you live in Russia? Your English is just fine. Thank you so much. No, I live in Spain. I live in Spain. My nephew name is, okay, Aiden, not ours. Why? I didn't call him. It's not Putin war, it's Russia war. Oh, no, I disagree. No, still Russia takes part in it, of course. Putin is the ruler, but who takes weapons? But who creates propaganda? Who made people there poor, and people there don't have a chance to earn money in a different way? The only way for them to earn money is to take part in this war. They are very, very poor. So from one point of view, yes, the whole Russia, of course, is responsible, but is responsible, and I don't know, maybe they will have to pay some reparations, and I don't know, I'm not a tribunal. But still, leaders of this war should go under tribunal. Leaders, not every person in Russia. They can't be like 100% responsible, because from the moral point of view, yes, but from the point of view of like to be war criminal, I think it's Putin and his and people that surrounds him, his friends, and friends actually, because he works only with his friends. I'm from India. Okay, thank you. Almost 240 likes. Everybody hit the like button, please. Yeah, it will be very interesting and great. Guys, honestly, it's, I know, I'm going to read. Please, sweetheart, be honest with yourself. It's not Putin war, it's a Russia war. How many years? The guy told that I need to not to get close to Russian. How many years the country beside Russia treated you back, and this is the reaction of every bad accent? I don't understand. I don't understand what do you mean, but I answered already your questions. Question. What is your time in Russia now? I live in Spain. In New Zealand, it's 9:30. In Russia. In Spain, it's 11:54. Most recently, we have heard of Israeli defense soldiers using gas on civilians for target practice when they were seeking food and aid. Where is your... okay. My nephew name is Aiden, not Ardoan. Similar names though. I also have another son named Colin and two girls named Amber and Bella. Okay, thank you. Nice to meet them. I have Martin and Alisa. There is many ideas, I'm sure, for power, but magnetic motors would eliminate oil and electricity. There is many ideas, I'm sure, for power, but magnetic motors would eliminate oil and electricity. I think, yes, that we could invent an alternative source of energy, but it will ruin the world order. So that's why maybe we have already an alternative source of energy. But governments won't allow us to use it. I think, yeah, it can be right. It sounds for me like it has a lot of sense for me. It's a tragedy, but you are so beautiful. Thank you, and yes, I understand. I understand you just fine too. Okay, you are wearing contacts. No, these are my eyes. I thought you said your husband's name is Arvden. No, Artyom. Artyom. It's Russian. Do you think the persecution of Russian in Ukraine was a major issue or just justification for war? What kind of persecution of Russians in Ukraine? I haven't heard of something. It was not true. You mean what kind of persecution? I lived with my husband, with my Ukrainian husband. I have a lot of Ukrainian friends, and yeah, you know, her husband's name is Artem. Yeah, it's Artem. I need a Russian or Ukrainian wife. Find not Russian or Ukraine. Find the one you will love. Are you single? No, I'm very married. So, Chris, you are Polish American. When did you move to America? What do you like living there as a Polish guy? Okay, I'm not reading Russian. Kremlin bots. Little Miss, people, this lady is not here for you to comment improperly, asking is she single, or are we here for the reason we invited. Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Miss. Everybody hit the like button and the subscribe button. Guys, thank you so much for being with me today. Black Widow and the Winter Soldier, okay? Guys, please respect this lady. Wow, thank you so much, Jared. Thank you. Guys, thank you for being with me today. I hope that you subscribe to my channel, and I hope that you pushed the like button. Yes, that's true. Push, pull, press. What do we do with it? You put your thumbs up, yeah, and you liked my video. And I will be happy if you can donate for my new microphone and for my live stream. And I hope to see you tonight. See you. Kisses.